Hey everyone, what's going on? George, the Disney Italiano, coming to you with another live on Citrico Central. Uh, Again, just another kind of like spur of the moment decision to say, you know what? We're only a few days away from Disneyland's milestone 70th anniversary celebration. Why not do a live to kind of get ourselves like prepped and prepared, ready for the madhouse that's going to be shadowing over Disneyland this upcoming weekend because everybody and their grandmother is going to be showing up for this celebration. And then all the more on Disneyland's actual birthday on July 17th with the premiere of the Walt Disney audio animatronic show that's going into the Opera House down on Main Street, and also the last verse added into It's a Small World. But again, that's not until Disneyland's actual 70th birthday, but they're kicking off the celebration early this upcoming weekend, starting on May 16th. However, things have already been implemented around the resort with the decorations and the decor and the signage and everything. They just recently brought in like a lot more merch that everyone was anticipating. So I'm curious to see how much merch is left when the actual celebration kicks off, because Disney always does that. They kind of like release the merch a couple days prior to the event. So we'll have to see. I haven't been down there recently, but a lot of people have been posting on social media of different things. The one hoodie that I really liked had like something, I think it had like a Walt Disney quote on it. That looked really cool. And then my good friend Mindy saw some vintage Disneyland stuff that she had her eye on. So there's something for everybody. And then I'm very excited for Paint the Night to come back, the new World of Color Happiness, and just being with everybody, us diehard Disney fans, at the happiest place on earth, celebrating its milestone birthday. So it's going to be a good time. Before I get into the questions, I have to do my little plug-in. I am an affiliate of the Magic Candle Company, and if you're not able to make it out to Disneyland for the 70th anniversary celebration kickoff, but you want to have that Disney spirit brought into your home, go on to Magic Candle Company. They have a plethora of many different items that basically brings Disney into your home. They have candles, oils, hand soaps, car air fresheners, whatever they have it, you name it, they got it. Use my promo code upon checkout, Citrico15, for 15% off your entire order. And that is not just for a one-time, folks. You can use that as many times as you like. So as long as you use my promo code, Citrico15, you'll get 15% off your entire order. And if you do so, please find me on social media. I'm more active now than anything on Instagram. So if you Instagram me on my personal account, the Disney Italiano, or you can message my fiance, Abby Clavacia, or you could reach us both on the Citrico Central official Instagram. Give us your information, let us know that you made the purchase. I'll see that you made the purchase, and then we'll send out a sticker and a keychain of the Citrico Central logo. So just had to make that little plug-in. All right, let me catch up here because we got some people already in the chat. Okay, let's kick it off. Let's see. Yeah, and Matthew, yes, to answer your question, OG will probably be back. I don't know when we'll do like a live together on here, but yeah, I'll be out of town. OG might be doing a live or two on his channel while in my absence. So let's see. And that's Mr. Matthew Murr all the way from the UK. We have my babe saying hello to everybody. And then we have Orange Grove 55. We also have Mr. Tech Bear. And then we also have Theme Park Conductor. I actually did a live with Theme Park Conductor on his channel Great conversation. I was on there with OG and Tommy too, and it was a great conversation. I also believe Conductor will be joining me, Slimer, and Capture Jared from Capture the Magic on Jared's live stream tonight at 6:15 Pacific time. And let's see, we got Giant Peter Show. It's an Italiano party. You know it. It's an Italiano. Forget about it. And then we got Mr. Webber, our Friendly Hood Neighborhood, Spider-Man, OG crew at the 70th. Absolutely. We will all be there pretty much at some point over the weekend. I will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. OG, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Ebba Saturday, Theme Park Conductor, Theme Park Wizard, Tommy Toon, and I'm for sure many others will be there as well. And Theme Park Conductor, giving me that shout out, giving me that love. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to Citrico Central. Thank you so much, Conductor. It definitely means a lot. Yes, if you are not subscribed to my channel, you might want to consider doing so, just because I got a lot of ideas and things planned on the horizon for Citrico Central. Tons more vlogs coming out. I'm going to be covering as much as I can for the kickoff of the 70th. I'm going to try to do a live actually in park, maybe for Paint the Night or World of Color. We'll see. But I'm going to try. It depends on how the connection goes, because it'll be my very first live in the park. But I'm also going to try to do a live at Epic Universe. I'm going opening day, May 22nd. Also, Abby and I will be doing a few days at Universal, 5 days at Walt Disney World, and then we're doing a 5-night Disney cruise on the Magic. So I'm going to try to get as much content out as possible. And then, of course, we will be there for Disneyland's actual birthday on July 17th. So I'm really trying to grow out my channel and seeing where it gets me. And I would love for you to all come on that crazy ride with me. So, Mr. Tech Bear, is this a sausage party? Hey, I mean, I am the Italiano. I'm sweet and spicy. Abby says, so excited for Paint the Night. Yeah, I am too. I can't wait for Paint the Night to return. I think everybody is. We're gonna try to stake out an area for the grand premiere of it on Friday. It's gonna be crazy. I'm for sure people are gonna be sitting on benches at 11 a.m. See, Mr. Orange Grove 55 said, Mr. Tech Bear, will you be at Disney this weekend? Yeah, let us know, Mr. Tech Bear, if you will be there. Oh, no, he already did. Right here, let's see. Yes, I will be there Friday and Saturday. Sweet. Let's see. We got Cassandra in the house. And then Abby follows up. Sorry, no sausage here. Let's see. Theme Park Conductor, the Giant Peter Show was so active on my live stream with the chat. Shout out to Peter Show. Absolutely. Very much so. Let's see. Theme Park Conductor, OG55. Great having you and George on the channel last night. Yes, it was always a good time. Let's see. Mr. Tech Bear says, of course. Orange Grove 55 said, let's meet up. And then he says, I hit up George already. Oh, did you? I have to check my messages. Let's see. We have Kevin Davis. Do you think Epic Universe will pull families away from visiting Disney parks? Great question. Actually, I think it's honestly going to do the opposite, to be honest with you. I feel like that there's now enough at Universal Orlando and enough at Walt Disney World where I think families are now just going to kind of pick and choose what they want to do between the two, because you can only take so much time off of work and school if you decide to go out of the summer months for the kids, that is. But, you can do 1 or 2 days at Universal, then do 3 at Disney or vice versa. So I feel like drawing more people down for Epic Universe is still going to bring in a draw for people to at least go to Magic Kingdom, if nothing else. And Mr. Theme Park Conductor says, I will be on that live stream tonight with you guys. Can't wait. Awesome sauce. Let's see. Matthew Murr says, do you think there might be any major closures to make way for Disneyland's 70th? I'm not exactly sure what you mean, Matthew. If you can kind of explain like what you mean as far as like you mean like any like rides or attractions. I do know Matterhorn right now is down for a refurbishment. I don't know if they said it's going to be up by the 70th, but it was going down for a few days. But yes, let's see. Mr. Tech Bear to Kevin Davis, I'm doing 4 days at Walt Disney World and 2 at Epic next month. I think a lot of people will be doing that. Yeah, so I think like the majority is still going to be going to Walt Disney World, and then they kind of pick and choose what they would want to do at Universal. Absolutely. And we got Maybe in the house. Damn booked and busy. You know it. Like my schedule is just like crazy, Maybe. Let's see. It was more crazier than actually my hair. It actually got nicely fixed the last minute. Started to agree with me. We got Tommy Toon World. Yo, what's up? And he continues on. What's the weather report? As far as I know, Tommy, Tommy Toon, weather for Anaheim, it's going to be raining dope 70th merch. There you go. As far as I know, like I haven't heard anything, knock on wood. So far, the weather still seems to be pretty good. So, but you know us Disney nerds, rain or shine, we're there on a dime. But yeah, as I said, a lot of the some of the merch looks good. As I said, I've mentioned this on Conductors Live. I'm not, huge on merch. Like I'll get something like if it really calls out to me, but I just won't buy it just to buy it. But as I said, that one hoodie that had like the Walt Disney quote, that really looked cool. I like that. Let's see. But yeah, so I'm gonna be recording for sure for the 70th. As I said, I'm gonna try to do a live if hopefully everything works out with the Wi-Fi and the recording and doesn't kick me out. If it's gonna be nice to me, we shall see. So anyone else in the chat going this weekend? As I said, I know a lot of people, I think for us, being content creators and everything, we're always there, on the spot for the opening of things. But just like a lot of people that just want to experience a celebration, they like to wait for the crowds to die down a little bit. I do know, I think it was today, they had several areas of Fantasyland blocked off for media. They were doing like the media event, and so they had like Fantasyland blocked off. So I'm curious to know like what all that entailed. I'm for sure they took them through like a little tour of like showing them the merch and like what's going on with a lot of the decor and everything. And then on social media they showed the Tinkerbell float for Paint the Night. That was really cool. Let's see. Abby says for Anaheim, it's supposed to be 65 to 70s. 70 for the 70th. Let's see. Tommy Toon. Let's see. Yum or yuck, hit or miss crossover. There you go. I'm actually, I am with Abby. I'm excited for the food. Especially, OG says 65 to 70 is cold for Californians. That's like nothing. Well, I mean, I really have to say, I think my body's been acclimating to the California weather, because there are times where it's like I'm freezing, I'm cold, but it's like when you look at the temperature, it's like, okay, why am I cold? I usually can handle this. Normally I still can, but like there are some times where it's like, okay, I'm cold. Um, I don't know if I'll ever get to like a full Californian where it's like you're freezing at 65, but you never know. It's yeah, his body has gotten used to the weather. Yeah, so he's as you can see, he emphasized body, because my PA accent, like body, Haas, Danton, hot dog. I still have that PA accent. There was one time where Abby caught me where I said I think a house. I said house, and I was like, oh, I don't like that. No, it's not house. It's Haas. You know. But anyway, so yeah, I'm when we were on Conductors Live, we were going through like the menus and the food items and everything. I'm not too keen on the desserts. The desserts, they look good, but they look super sweet. Like it looks like I can get a toothache just looking at it. But a lot of the food items, like the stroganoff, I tell you what, if there is a food item that Disney does well, it is the stroganoff. Abby and I had it for Sweethearts Night, and I believe it was Star Wars Night. Abby, correct me if I'm wrong. It was yeah, Sweethearts and Star Wars, and both times it was a home run. So they are going to have a stroganoff this time, but I think you actually need a reservation for Carnation. That's going to be the fun part. You can't even get a reservation for Carnation on a regular day, let alone a busy day during the 70th. Let's see. Yes, oh, Abby says, yeah, jacket weather. And yeah, he refuses to lose his PA accent. Yeah, I keep my PA accent as Madonna keeps her English accent. Body. As he continues, Stroganoff. And then maybe hose never gets cold. Let's see. Orange Grove 55, Stroganoff. I don't want to hear what you do on your free time, George. TMI Stroganoff. Oh, my Lord. I didn't even, honestly, wow. Yeah, that does make sense. But yeah, as I said, I am the Italiano. Oh, gosh. That's awesome. Let's see. Giant Peter Show says, George is going to bring the PA accent to the West Coast for the future generations to all say Danton. That is something, Peter. Like, that would be something that, because a lot of people would think, me being from the East Coast, that I would, and I did adapt a lot to being on the West Coast, but I think it'd be something if I brought a little bit of East Coast to the West Coast, that all it takes is just one. Just like World of Color 1. It just takes one. And then I just start like creating a new revolution that everyone just starts saying Danton. Let's see. Orange Grove 55. Your mom doesn't have a PA accent. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever really. Now you got me curious. The next time I talk to her, I have to have her say like the words of how she says it. But you have, excuse me, you have spent time with her when we went on vacation, so you didn't hear any words that sound similar. I wonder why, because a lot of people thought I came from Boston, because I guess it's that long I have like the Let's see. I never really noticed it on your mom. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm curious. I should get her on the phone while we're live. Oh, yes, that is true. Abby, yeah, she does use yins over in, now this isn't a PA thing. This is a Pittsburgh thing. So it's Pittsburgh, PA, that we are known as like the Yinzers. So it's basically like you all or y'all, so we say yins. City, steel, tan, black and gold. Black and yellow, black and yellow. But yeah, that's but yeah, a lot of people thought that I like when they would hear my accent and everything, they thought like I came like Boston, Massachusetts, like Boston, you know. It's and yeah, Abby said like yeah, I didn't know what yins meant. I had to tell her because when there are times where I'm talking to my mom on the phone, and sometimes like I'll have her on speaker or something, and then mom will say yins or I'll say it or something, and then once I'm off the phone call, Abby's like, "What's yins?" Like I don't know what that is. It's like, oh, okay. Well, let me break it down for you. Geez, but yeah. So that's that. That's interesting. We talked about like my accent again. It's so fun. It's so funny though because again, I don't even realize it, and then like everyone will just like bring it up to me. It's like, oh, okay, I did it again. Let's see. Giant Peter show. Y'all want to go? Wait, y'all want to go to downtown Disney to have some Din Tai Fung? Well, pretty close, Giant Peter show. See, but I wouldn't say y'all. I'd say yins want to go to. Well, actually, I wouldn't even say two. It would just be yins want to go downtown Disney to have some Din Tai Fung. Has anyone eaten at Din Tai Fung at downtown Disney? I know that there's like other locations, but has anyone ever eaten? Abby took me there. It's really good. That was actually my first time at Din Tai Fung. Very good. Kind of pricey, but I mean, it definitely, you get what you pay for. You know, I do love what they're doing with downtown Disney, like the changing, like some of like the stores and some of the shops and restaurants. So I love that they're kind of bringing downtown Disney up to pretty much up to date with everything. Um, yeah. Abby says, "Oh my God, that was a funny date." Well, let me digress of what that is. Speaking of me being on the East Coast, so when Abby and I went to Din Tai Fung at the time, Abby had slightly hurt her hand, and it was bothering her. And we were at dinner, and I asked her. I said, "Did you want me to ask the waiter if you would like to see if he could bring you like a baggie of ice so you could put ice on it because it was a little puffy." And so when the waiter came over, I said, would you mind getting my gal a bag for ice for her hand?" I said her fist went to my head and and ended up hurting it. And he just like gave me the weirdest look, like, should I call somebody? Is this domestic violence? And then Abby was like, he didn't say that, but you could tell that's what he was thinking. And Abby said, "Oh my God, babe, you can't do that. They're gonna think like it's like domestic violence that I'm abusing you." Like, what are you talking about? Like she said, "You said like my fist went into your head and that's why it's hurting." I was like, "Yeah, it was a play on words. It was a joke." She was like, "You can't do that out here. Out here in California, they take things seriously." I'm like, "Oh man, people would never survive over on the East Coast." But yeah, so I'm just like, so it was kind of funny. I was like it started making me nervous. So I'm starting to look out the window because we were close by the window. And like, I was like, oh man, am I going to be seeing like security guards like coming in here or something? Seeing like the sirens going off. It was funny though. Like I could look back on it and laugh, but that was funny. But yeah, that is interesting to know, like people here in California, as opposed to like you can kind of joke around about like, oh man, like I like even though it sounds violent, it's really not violent, but they take it seriously here. But yes, but anyway, so I am very into them bringing like downtown Disney up to date with everything, especially with Disneyland Forward and and everything, with the rezoning. And because to my knowledge, I'm seeing that they're going to do a lot more of the expansion, more so with DCA. They do have the expansion for Disneyland. But then I also feel like they may save room maybe for a DVC resort. Disney's big on DVC, but I don't think that's going to happen until they get Disneyland and DCA expanded, and the Toy Story parking lot would then get the third gate, because there's no point in adding more hotels already to a resort that is the same. What is the demand for it? Because, I mean, let's be honest, Disneyland hotels are expensive as is, and then you have all the Good Neighbor hotels on property that, for like 3/4 down of the price. And it's like, well, I could stay off property and just walk to Disneyland. Like, what is going to draw someone to go to a new Disneyland hotel and spend $400 to $500 a night? And that would mean, okay, park expansions, new rides, possibly new shows, and then a new theme park. That's how you draw people into that, to say, hey, you know what? This hotel is connected to this theme park, sort of like how the Helios is with Epic Universe, or the Disney Springs Hotel connected into Tokyo Disney Sea. That's how you draw people into that. You have to add more to the park to justify the room space that people would buy in per night for a new hotel. And see, Abby says, we need more theme park space before more hotels. Absolutely. Yeah, more park expansion, new theme park, before the hotels. Now, that's for Disneyland. For Walt Disney World, Walt Disney World does not need a fifth gate. Disneyland needs a third gate, but Walt Disney World does not need a fifth gate yet. Now, when I say it doesn't need it, I'm not saying down the road. They need to work on the 4 parks that they already have, and they're already doing so. Just recently, Mama Melrose just closed. They're basically, when they said turbocharged, they're really turbocharging the Monsters Inc. Land for sure, because everything is pretty much closed on. The only thing that's left is Muppet Vision 3D, and that'll be closing on, I think, the first week of June. That'll be closed. Once that's closed, that land is going to be up and running. The fact that it's moving this quick, and it's mid 2025, I can possibly say, what did they say? Like 2027, I think Monsters Inc. would probably be ready. 2027, 2028. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. Did the Italiano visit Mama Melrose? Yes, I have been to Mama Melrose several times. They have decent food. Not the best quality Italian food. I say it's like a hit or miss. It's almost on to the same par as like Olive Garden, where it's like I enjoy Olive Garden, but it's like not the best. But it was decent. I loved how it had like that kind of that New York bistro kind of feel. It was very quaint. It kind of like sat tucked away in the one side of Disney's Hollywood Studios. But as much as it was a classic Disney restaurant, but I'm ready to see, especially Harryhausen's. I'm very curious. That place is going to be packed up the wazoo. I mean, to get a dining reservation for that's going to be hard to come by. Giant Peter says, wasn't Mama Melrose already closed half the time? I'm not sure, actually. Every time that I've been down there, I was always able to see that there was a lot of openings. Like, it was never booked out like 50s primetime or sci-fi. You could always kind of count on getting a reservation. So that's probably why they're also closing it too. They look at the demand of like how many people are, booking a dining reservation, which I saw online. They made a big to-do where they sat the final family to their booth, to their table, for the final like meal before like they closed on the restaurant. And then Orange Grove 55 says, I always like Buca di Beppo. I was going to say Bello. I was like, I know Buca di Beppo. I didn't know there was a Buca di Bello. And then Abby actually concurs. She likes that too. Buca is a hit or miss for me, but last experience was a hit. Well, that's good to know. We got Jesse Adventure here. Did you listen to the new Disneyland Resort Celebration album? Oh, I have not. I know it released today, Jesse. I didn't get a chance to. If you did, or if anybody in the chat listened to it, I curious to know like how the Jonas Brothers did the new song, and then also Boys to Men did their rendition of Rainbow Connection. So I'm curious about it. Giant Peter Show says sci-fi was good. It was cool. They even have the Walt represented in there. Yes, I love how they had like the old classic like Walt Disney where he's talking about the future and everything. Love that. And Maybe says shout out to Jazz Kitchen Bed. Absolutely. What Maybe's referring to is for all of you, if you go on Citrico Central, Abby and I did our recent vlog in downtown Disney at the Jazz Kitchen. And we started doing this kind of experiment around the Disneyland Resort where we have our waiter or waitress order for us. So we literally sit down and we tell them, you know, one appetizer, two entrees, and a dessert. And Ben was absolutely phenomenal. Like you'll actually see if you go on my channel and watch the video, his personality, his charisma, you know, he was really like into it. He was like, oh, this is going to be one of the best experiences, and you're going to have the best experience because I'm your waiter. You know, it was like that kind of feel that he brought to it. And the manager of the wait staff came over, asked like how we were doing, how was our experience. Everyone who worked there, the Jazz Kitchen was phenomenal. I highly recommend anybody. You don't have to actually do our experiment, but just to dine in there, I highly recommend it. And if you get the opportunity to have Ben, or if you can request Ben, if you do, just tell him, you know, George, the Disney Italiano, referred us to you. So I'm for sure he would really enjoy that. Let's see. The Giant Peter Show. Best Disney Italian restaurant is the Marvel Italian New York restaurant at Disney Hotel New York and Disneyland Paris. Holy crap, Peter. That's like a mouthful. Best Disney Italian restaurant is let's see. Marvel Italian New York restaurant at Disney Hotel New York and Disneyland Paris. Try saying that 3 times fast. That is hilarious. That is a mouthful. That's what she said, but you know, what could I say? I'm sorry, folks. I had to. Let's see. Matthew Murr. Let's see. I'm holding my breath for Mickey's 100th in 2028 and hoping it can avenge Disney 100 for falling flat. Here's the thing with Disney. With Mickey's 100th. I think they're going to do, like, they'll have something, but I don't think it's going to be like, I'm trying to think of like they'll kind of have it as like a worldwide kind of celebration, but I think it's going to be kind of quaint, sort of like how they did Mickey's 90th, like where they brought Mickey's Mixed Magic to the parks. I don't know. I'm hoping that for it being Mickey's 100th, that it's kind of a little bit bigger, but I don't know, like in between, because let's see, the 70th starts now in 2025. It's going to run into 2026. So essentially that would be the 71st. And then 2027, 28, 29, 30. And then by 2030, they're going to be working on Disneyland's 75th. That one I feel like is going to be bigger than Disneyland's 70th. I feel like the 75th is going to be the equivalence to Disneyland's 50th. But with that being 2 years away with Mickey's 100th, I think that's going to be more of like, as I said, a worldwide kind of thing where they'll maybe do like a special on ABC, like a documentary kind of thing. As I said, they'll probably maybe do a new nighttime show celebrating Mickey. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm very curious, but I don't think it's going to be like, you know, super like big. I think they're going to be waiting like for Disneyland's 75th. Let's see. Orange Grove says, let's see, let's get Ben on OG55 and talk Pandora. He does have a great personality. He is. Let's see. Jesse Adventure says, celebrate happy song from the Jonas Brothers. It's not that great. Ooh, okay. I'll definitely check that out. But I really enjoy a new song called Great Rainbow. I did see that on the playlist, like in the list. I'm guessing it's a song from World of Color. Okay. Was the Jonas Brothers song, was it just too happy? Was it like just, or is it just like not your cup of tea? How was did you hear Boys II Men's rendition of Rainbow Connection? Let's see, Giant Peter show. In that restaurant, they really combined the Marvel IP and classic fancy Italian restaurant style. That's cool. I like that. What I love, what that sounds like to me, Peter, is it's not a restaurant that's just like heavy into the Marvel IP, but that's where like they incorporate the real life kind of like New York City kind of thing, where you just go into a New York City restaurant, and then there happens to be, of course, like with Spider-Man and the Marvel characters and everything. That's how it kind of strikes off to me. Let's see, where am I here? Orange Grove 55. Unpopular opinion, I think Mickey's Mixed Magic is cute and fun. I actually have to agree with you. Abby and I went in right after we had dinner at Jazz Kitchen. We literally went in to Disneyland just for a little bit because we had our park reservations. We didn't want to get dinged, as I call it, But and we went in because it was getting late. We saw the fireworks and then we literally left, and it was Mickey's Mixed Magic. I enjoy Mickey's Mixed Magic. I know it's kind of like all over the place. It's not like obviously the best thing, but I think it's like a nice fill-in that if they don't have an actual like legit fireworks show going off, it's cute, I'd rather them have something than nothing. Let's see, a Giant Peter show. Like they have a big chandelier in the middle of the restaurant that is an upside down Asgard from the Thor movies. Oh, interesting. Whoop. Let's see. Let's see, where am I here? Sorry, I kind of got a low off track here, people. Okay, let's see. The Giant Peter show. Disneyland Paris 30th went hard. The multiple times I was there, they had like 3 years of 30th events. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Orange Grove 55. Boys II Men could sing the phone book and it would be a banger. They don't miss. They don't. Like, I absolutely love Boys II Men. I actually had the opportunity to meet them, and it was during our Boys II Men. Want to come say hi? Hi. Special guest. But yeah, I got to actually meet them in person because we had a kind of like a boys club in middle school where it was called Boys II Men. It was like basically kind of like a coming of age, kind of like, how to teach boys, like going from like young pre-adolescent to man and everything. And then at the very end, they surprised us and they invited Boys II Men to come out and speak to us and everything. So I got to meet them, got to talk with them. It was really cool. Love, and they can sing till the cows come home. Cassandra says, maybe Hanson should have done the song. Oh, my Lord. I think we got enough of Hanson. If you know, you know. And then Orange Grove says, how dare you, Cassandra. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against Hanson. I really do like them. I mean, I don't know, like, call me crazy. Mbop is the only song I know of theirs. Did they even do anything else? I'm for sure they did, but I only know Mbop. Do you know any more Hanson songs? I only know Mbop. No, see? No. Lord, let's see. Okay, so Jesse Adventure. Confirms Boys to Men's song was good. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Let's see. And Cassandra says, "Love Boys to Men, OG. They killed the '90s. They really did. Honestly, '90s music for me. Well, '80s. I'd say '80s and '90s.
Yes.
'80s rock. I think rocked.
Okay.
'80s rocked. 90s, I think for me was like the hip hop, R&B, like that kind of era for me, because I feel like not all the rock from the '90s was bad, but '80s rocked. Oh, that should be a song. Rock. '80s rocked. '80s rocked. Let's see. Giant Peer Show. You're right. It is not Marvel thrown in your face, which that's really the idea of the hotel itself. It is the Marvel version of Pixar Place, but just done better and with better quality. See, that's really cool. I like that. And I've been curious about that restaurant. So I'm glad that you confirmed that, Peter, because that's my one critique about Worlds of Marvel on the cruise line. I don't really care for that restaurant. Call me crazy. Anyone in the chat, please try to convince me otherwise. I've dined in there 4 times now because it was like twice per cruise. It's just like a lot going on. It's just like overstimulated. It's like, oh man, I have a really bad joke, but I'm not going to go there. But it was just so overstimulated. It's like I'm trying to like enjoy my food. I can't hear what the wait staff is saying to me because it's like I hear not Chris Pratt, Paul Rudd like shouting like over the speaker because he's Ant-Man. It's cool in concept, but I don't think like that was the best thing to do with the dining. I don't know. And then it's like they have like that little, I forget what it's called, folks. I don't know. It's the little box thing. You press the button and then she screams. And then
you still went there.
I did. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then we see Mr. Tech Bear. I don't think the song is bad. It's very family friendly. I'm assuming you're referring to the Jonas Brother song or Bop. sorry, Kev. I'm just messing with you. And then OG55 said, "There she is." Let's see. The Giant Peter Show, and the fact that it is a hotel that combines MCU, non-MCU, and Spider-Verse characters. Ooh, that's interesting. I think, honestly, that would be the route I wish Disney could go, is like with Spider-Man, is like do the Spider-Verse thing. But I don't know how much they can do because of Sony. Yeah. I wish that Sony would just sell it off to Disney, but I think right now Spider-Man, that's all Sony has going for them. So it's like they're like, why get rid of it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Jesse Adventure, Celebrate Happy. The song is just doing too much. I need to listen to it more. Okay. Let's see. Giant Peter Show, Shakira would have been awesome for the song. Okay. So the song's not bad, but it was the choice of like getting the Jonas Brothers. You would think Shakira would have done better. Okay. Well, her hips don't lie. I see. Giant Peter Show. Heck, give us Pitbull singing a Disney song since he did one of the DreamWorks Penguins of Madagascar movie. I didn't know. Well, I'm not a fan of the penguins from Madagascar, but that's cool that he did a song like that. I'm a fan of Pitbull. I love his collaboration with was it Kesha? I think with Timber. Was it Kesha? I think it was Kesha. Cassandra says, I have to say 80s wins for me. Yeah, like as I said, the 80s and the 90s, Cassandra, like that was like, but I could see like the 80s, like as I said, for like the rock, like I was a huge AC/DC fan. Like I used to listen to that all the time, like with my dad, like, and Def Leppard and Journey and Fleetwood Mac. Oh man, that was the shit. Like Let's see. Orange Grove 55. I'm a rap guy, so 90s and the early 2000s was the GOAT era of music for me personally. Yeah, see, I agree with that. Like the 90s, like as I said, if you're into rap, hip hop, R&B, as we were saying, like Boys to Men, Keith Sweat.
That's not rap.
Well, no. I'm adding the R&B and the thing to it, not just rap. Can you imagine Keith Sweat singing rap?
I don't know. You were like,
I know. I was like, and you're like, and they're like Boys to Men, like they don't like. No, I was like adding.
okay.
I was getting there. Ice Cube. See, I'm even a fan of Ice Cube, but I'm like, I mean, he can get kind of like gritty, kind of down. My gritty and down there. Boy, did that sound wrong. What was his one song? Is my favorite of his. Today's a Good Day. That's actually my favorite Ice Cube. Let's see. Giant Peter Show says, I forgot to mention that, yes, I'm going back to Disneyland Paris this summer and the Disney 100 exhibit in Paris. They're still doing the Disney 100 exhibit? That's interesting. Okay. And Shakira concert in Vegas. Man, you're all over the place, Peter. Awesome. I love it. I say just, go for it, You got something to do it. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. Legally, Kesha isn't a part of the song anymore, but yes, he did the song Timber with her. Okay, cool. So it was Kesha. Nice. But yeah, as I was saying, I was mixing like the R&B. See, Cassandra says Peter loves those hips. I could imagine too, because I mean, you have like that big jumbotron,
You need the jumbotron.
You need the jumbotron. I mean,
are pretty good without the jumbotron.
I mean that. Yeah, I mean it is, but I mean the jumbotron just covers one of the Kardashians' ass cheeks, so it's like. But again, if you know, folks, you know. Giant Peter Show says the Disney 100 thing has been there since April and is going to run to October, I believe. I love how you just call it the Disney 100 thing, as OG said. It's just the thing, it's just a small little thing, just the Disney 100.
No, that thing.
Yeah, the thing. That's what's kind of like worrisome a little bit with the Walt animatronic is I was not a fan with the virtual AI Walt Disney. I mean, you can tell it was kind of AI. It looked like he had a toupee on. And speaking of a toupee, did any of you see like the top part of the Esplanade thing? I think we all kind of have an idea of what that looked like with that little hairpiece. They had they took it down. They did fix it, but my problem is not the fact that they fixed it. It was like, why do they even need to fix it? I mean, obviously you could tell that's not Walt Disney's hair. It looked like a game show host. Like how like those 80s game show hosts that they have like the little curve. Mm-hmm. Just curve. But yeah, Walt didn't have that hairstyle. They can. That's what's so worrisome because it seems like they can never get Walt's hair right the first time, and that's even just like, with the AI hologram. As I said, they gave Walt a toupee. It's like that's not Walt's hair, and it's like, Cassandra said, yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, it was, and the fact that they left it up there, like how long? Yes, yeah, there we go. So there, it did look like Trump. Honestly, it looked like Trump was holding Mickey's hand. That's exactly what it looked like. As it looked like a cross between like Trump and a game show host from the 80s. Let's see. Giant Pierce Show. My grandpa had that same hat that Walt was wearing, which my aunt from Paris gave. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Let's see. Who okays these things? I don't know. Like, and that's like one of the main issues, like even with Disney 100, like where they messed up the date, they messed up the tagline. It's like, it's not just one person doing this. It has to go through a process. You mean to tell me that not one person could have caught it before it got out? It had to take us fans to bring it to social media. It's like, oh yeah, well, I think we better take care of that. Get on it, Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Shout out to Jimmy. We don't know who Jimmy is, but shout out to Jimmy. And maybe says, Abby, your new hair is hot.
Thank you.
As she uses my PA accent. It's hot. See, now you're all getting it. See, I'm starting a revolution. Everyone's just going to be saying hot, has, dantan. Like it's.
Oh, you guys should have seen when he said house and I pointed it out.
I did mention it.
He like, had,
I was distraught.
Breakdown and he called OG that second. He's like, I'm losing it. I said house.
I said house. I was like, I'm losing it. I'm done. Oh, see, yeah. Cassandra says, do better, Jimmy. Watch, we're all gonna go to Disney, and there's gonna be a cast member that has a tag named Jimmy, and everyone's just gonna like pile drive him. He's gonna be like, I knew I should have took the day off. That's great.
Poor Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy. We're gonna need another Jimmy. Let's see, Orange Grove 55. Ben from Jazz Kitchen would have never made that mistake. No. Ben was on top of everything. Like he knew. Like here's the thing.
I felt like I had to like salute him just because he had a mustache and everything.
She did.
Yes, sir.
If you guys go back and watch our vlog on Citrico Central, like he had like the perfect like curled mustache and everything. It was like it almost like he gelled it. Like I'm for sure he didn't, but I mean like it looked like OG's hair on his face. Like it was like set so perfectly.
And then the way he talked, it sounded like a drill sergeant.
He did. He had like this very like prestige, like very deep.
So like, oh yes, sir.
Yes. And that's why, like if you guys watch the video all the way through, at the very end, he actually talks into the camera and he's talking to all of you. And it's like, if you come here, you must have me if I'm here. If I'm not here, you will still have a good experience. But if I'm here, you will have a better experience, but he even like channeled like everything. Like he brought her, because we ordered 2 entrees. They gave her the coconut shrimp with the rice. And again, Abby, being Filipina, she loves rice. And they gave me the pasta, which, as I said, I was like, oh man, I wonder like how he knew that they give me the pasta. And she said, well, it could be because you're wearing an Italian shirt. And I looked down, I was like, oh yeah.
But yeah, I felt like the first time talking to him, he's like, you will have a good time. I'm like, yes, sir.
Yes.
But it was a good experience, guys.
Yes, it really was. You want to have Ben, George? Honestly, if we could get him on, I'll talk. He actually gave me his card. Because I think on top of him, working at the Jazz Kitchen, he does a lot of music composing and sound mixing. Because he knew, obviously, with me being a vlogger and, with everything, that he said if we needed anything. So I'm for sure he's like into that kind of stuff. I would definitely reach out to him. Let's see. Johnny Pierce said, you'll eat whatever I give. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's what it was kind of like when he was like we didn't, all I had to say was just you pick. And all he had to know was 1 appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert. And he was like, oh, I got this. He's like, yep, you're good. And then
when he came back, he's like, you're going to need to get some bread. Okay.
Whatever you say.
It's all in your hands.
Yes. It wouldn't surprise me if he was like in the military or something. Because even like how he stood, like he had like this prestige like walk. And it's almost like when he stood there, it was like, like the one arm in the back, one arm in front, and like he just stood up. His posture was like so.
Yeah.
Like yeah. We're just like. Oh my gosh. But it was a great time, and actually, we're gonna we'll definitely be doing more of those.
Let us know.
Yeah, please let us know what restaurants. So we will be doing again, and I know you guys have been waiting. We are definitely going to still do our part 2 at DCA to have the person order in front of us.
It's just schedule's been bad, just because we kind of want to do like a full day, and with vacation coming up, I haven't been able to take a full day off. I have to like work in the morning, so
Yeah, so we're just waiting for us to be able to have like um a full day. Oh Lord. It, you guys should do that at SeaWorld. We couldn't. Here's the thing with SeaWorld. We picked our own food and it was still shit.
It looks good. Like, oh, that one was not good.
Yeah, no.
And expensive.
It was like, if it was good, like I don't mind spending the couple extra dollars if it's good, but like
to spend like almost $70 on some chicken nuggets and fries.
And speaking of chicken, like I'm like real like finicky when it comes to food, and I like ask a whole bunch of questions. We went out to dinner with her family for Mother's Day, and we went to Lucille's.
First time for him.
And I'm sitting, yeah, it's my first time. I haven't been there. I'm sitting across from her sister, and she's like saying, oh, we shouldn't get the chicken. Don't get the chicken. I'm like, however she said, it was something like that. Like, of how I heard it, my interpretation was, don't get the chicken. And I'm like, why? Is it bad? Am I going to get food poisoning? Am I going to like limp out of here? Like,
no, it's because our family usually just eats the regular meat. No one eats the chicken. We'd rather have the ribs, the brisket.
And what was funny was the one thing that I ate was the chicken.
I think the feast we got came with 2 chickens, so we were like, who's going to eat the chicken? That's what.
And that was me. Saying. Well, you know what they say, you are what you eat. Yeah. But actually, it was just like a lot of food. And the mac and cheese, I consider myself a mac and cheese connoisseur. Like I could tell you between a good mac and cheese and a bad mac and cheese. Like I can like pinpoint like when a mac and cheese is good, or like or a mac and cheese when they string it out into a sweaty gym sock. Like it's just.
Why do you always use a gym sock?
So,
and he always loves to use the gym sock reference when it's going to be my turn to eat it. I
do, and I don't even plan on doing it.
For me to eat,
right? I don't even like plan on doing it. I just end up saying it, and she's like ready to, and she's like, and then literally right before she stops, she goes, "Why do you do that?" Like, see, Giant Peter just says, but honestly, a Universal and City Walk version would be cool. Oh, okay. We'll have to do. We could actually even maybe do. Oh, you know what we should do?
What?
We should do Mythos.
Ooh,
I've never been there. She never been there, so to actually get her reaction. Yeah, I love Mythos. If they do anything to the Lost Continent, I don't care what you do with it. Don't touch Mythos. I'm telling you right now, Universal. Take your cue from Disney. Disney always listens to the Italiano. Don't touch my freaking Mythos. You can turn it into Zelda. You could turn it into Lord of the Rings. I don't care. You keep it Mythos. I don't care if it doesn't have nothing to do with the plot of the storyline or not. I don't care. You're going to keep it Mythos. But for Giant Peter Show, yeah, definitely. We'll do that at, or we could even do it at Universal, you know, because we've been to a couple places at City Walk at Hollywood too.
Mm-hmm. OG loves.
He loves. Yeah. So we could definitely do, we could definitely do that for sure. We might do Mythos, but I might want to, I don't know. It's not going to be. That's right, because we would have to have them order. That is true, because I already know what I'm going to order. That is true. So we will vlog Mythos, and I'll get her reaction. But I'm not having the wait staff order me because I know what I want. I want the char-grilled octopus legs, and I want my risotto, my mushroom risotto. And if they don't order any one of that, but here's the thing though, nothing on that menu is bad. Like everything is good, but I already know what I want. So no, they can't do that. Let's see. Maybe says I'm craving some beignet suddenly, but Ben. Ben. That's
as
great.
Long as they're not the Yoda beignets.
Oh good. Man. Now here's the thing, because they used it was matcha. Oh man, it was disgusting.
Not
But
good.
now Janelle and Miguel from Magic Journeys had the matcha with the ice cream, like the one that's actually new for the
The
70th.
the tropical hideaway one, the float.
The float, yeah. And they said it was good. Actually, a lot of people online have been saying it's good, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think it was just how they prepared the dipping sauce with the dusted matcha.
It was matcha.
Too much
Yeah,
matcha.
too much matcha. You know, it was
I needed something to
yeah.
lighten the matcha.
Yeah. It was not a matcha maker.
Mm-mm.
And Cassandra says, we can all learn from Ben. Better posture. Absolutely. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. Did you ask Ben if his nephew is named Peter? Oh, that's great. Let's see. No, those seagulls at SeaWorld always snag my churros from my hand.
I hate
I've
birds.
gotten bitten like 3 times. Maybe I tell you what. Here's the problem with seagulls.
Birds.
Okay, she can't stand birds in general, but here's the problem with seagulls. In the movie Finding Nemo, when literally Nigel says they're rats with wings, they literally are rats with wings, literally. Because they'll pull it right from your hand. They don't care.
They don't.
And here's the thing. I don't give a shit what PETA thinks. I'm sorry. That damn thing's getting punched if they're pulling something out of my hand. Like,
I was sitting in SeaWorld, and then I let my kids go see the little turtles, and I had a plate over my food to wait. No, the damn bird pushed the plate off and took my damn salmon. The whole thing, and then my kids came back like, what happened to your salmon? I was like, the damn bird took it.
And that's the thing, too. When you go on a Disney cruise, like in Castaway Cay and everything, which I'm already telling her, do not leave no food. I don't care, even if it's a small bag of chips. Do not, because a lot of kids, and again, this is why you leave your kids at home. That they leave the food on the beach chairs. And you have, and I kid you not, there's like 24 seagulls attacking this like one bag of chips or a piece of fruit. And like you have like the Castaway Cay staff members coming off, like shooing them away. And it's like, and the kids keep doing it. Stop leaving your food. And honestly, even like at the picnic tables or anything, do not leave anything. Do not leave it unattended. They will eat it.
The birds, not the kids, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The kids.
We love kids. I have 2 of my own.
Yes, and I have one. And I have one.
They outnumber us.
They do. They outnumber us 3-2. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. For all of you who know, you know, it's a quote from a Disney Pixar movie. Put it in the comments. Come on, because I know you guys know. Come on. Come on, you know. And if you don't know, shame on you. Let's see. We have Giant Peter Show. Lauren's mac and cheese at Wood Ranch and the Slinky Dog mac and cheese at Toy Story Land are awesome. I didn't know Slinky Dog. Did Slinky Dog?
Wood Ranch's mac and cheese. It
really
is so good.
I'm never gonna have to go. I didn't know Slinky Dog had mac and cheese at Toy Story. I have to check that out. Orange Grove. Peter, don't you mean Slinky Dog?
Yep.
Slinky Dog. See, here's the thing. Here's the other thing, folks. I don't like hot dogs. I don't.
He doesn't.
I don't.
Except
Yeah.
in his Filipino spaghetti.
I do. Yes, in Filipino spaghetti or the little wieners. What are they called?
The Filipino wieners?
Yeah, those.
The longanisa.
The longanisa, yeah. There's nothing long about them because they're short and stubby.
Oh my God.
Let's see, Giant Peter Show. Don't touch Mythos at Universal. Don't touch my Lamburger. And yes, Giant. I tell you what, if they touch Mythos, we start another revolution. We go down there, and it's like they cannot. I think that's probably why that they haven't touched Lost Continent. Because for a land that really has nothing, to me, I would think that they would have done something with that by now. But I think honestly, Mythos is like keeping that alive. But here's the sad thing. When they closed down Poseidon, they had recently just refurbed it.
Mm.
And it wasn't too long after that they closed it. I actually liked Poseidon's Adventure, and I loved the Sinbad stunt show. I just wish that they would have, because that kind
I
of
think I
felt,
watched that.
that was like classic, like Universal at that time, like with the stunt show and the special effects show. I would have honestly, I loved the Lost Con, and I personally would have left it, to be honest with you. Giant Peter show, his octopus legs were so good. They really are. They are so like thick and meaty and juicy. Honestly, they're not rubbery. It's like how you can get like octopus legs or calamari. It's like chewy.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Cassandra has a. How about a bar chat where the bartender picks your drinks? It's funny, Cassandra. OG suggested that to me. That's going to be kind of dangerous.
Especially with this guy.
Yeah.
3 drinks and
3 drinks, and I'm like, 1 margarita, 2 margarita.
I don't know how that bar chat's going to go.
Shot.
See? This is without the drinks.
This is without the drinks, yes. Yeah, see, oh, yes.
OG got to see him with 3 drinks this weekend, and he just laughed.
Yeah, they got to see me with, because they only got to see me with 2. They got to see me with 3. See, now Conductor is like on a verge of saying, okay, so what's 4? I don't even know what 4 is. I don't even know what the hell 4 would be.
Oh,
but although I have been saying I've been wanting to surf the crowd. Like literally, if I can get everybody on Main Street to just lift my fat ass and like just zoom me down Main Street, oh man, I would be the happiest Italiano ever. I'm telling you. Okay, maybe concurs and everything. Yeah. As I said, OG's been like really pushing me to do the bar version of that. Yeah. So probably, and honestly, I think probably either Naples or Universal. I'm trying to think like which one would be a good suggestion, but we will do that. I am also saving that one for OG too. Mm-hmm. Oh, Trader Sam's too. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saving that one for OG too, for he could do that. Because
I try not to that much.
Yeah. So we'll have her there to just like maintain like the like.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, like it's like I apologize in advance.
Yes.
I swear to God, this shirt keeps on pulling my string.
Yeah, this weekend, OG was like, "Are we at the doghouse?"
Let's see.
Yes, Abby was not happy.
Yes, great minds think alike. OG, that is. He's been bringing that up to me for a few weeks, so we're definitely going to do that. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is true. Giant Pierre show. Pigeons are also rats with wings. I don't know what it is about a pigeon. They just seem so dirty to me. Like like when they say like when they make a dish. Oh, would you like to try pigeon? No, I'm not eating that freaking thing. Like I don't know where it's been. Like. Cassandra says, "Don't take George's food." No, do not. Don't. No. See, that's where it's like I'm like Joey from Friends.
Don't touch his
Don't
food.
Don't touch my shit. Like, no.
Just like with my dessert.
Oh yeah. There's times, honestly, where if something's like really good, I have to like hurry up and like get in there because like when she starts, like when she really likes something.
Yeah, he was lucky to get 2 bites of the boysenberry ice cream sandwich.
Yeah. That was really good. I tell you what, folks, if you want to get good theme park food, like during like an event or a festival, Knott's Berry Farm honestly has some of the best foods. It may not be like the best quality in as far as like overall like theme park experiences. Like they have like certain hidden gems, like with the what is it, the Western Ghost Town and stuff like that.
I still like their shows.
I do too. Yeah. See, I love
the shows.
I love the Birdcage Theater.
Mm-hmm.
They do great things. And during the holiday season, the Peanuts holiday in the
ice skating.
Oh my
So
God. It's
beautiful.
you talk about a show. That show was like almost 2 hours long.
Yeah, you would think you would pay an extra ticket for
Yeah.
it, but it's part of
Knots, don't you dare. See, Giant Peter show. I saw a chicken in line at the drive-through at McDonald's. Oh man, I don't know if he knew what he was getting into. Oh, speaking of which, okay, I have a little story, and you tell me if back when I was still living over in PA, they had just opened up a Chick-fil-A. It was brand new. We didn't have a Chick-fil-A in that area, so it was like all the rave. I like Chick-fil-A, but I don't I don't think like I don't see the hype for it. It's good, but I don't, So anyway,
They're so popular.
the line was at the wazoo.
Still
Okay.
out here.
And people were waiting 2 hours to get their Chick-fil-A. This car called and had a pizza delivered while they're waiting to get Chick-fil-A. Now, riddle me this. If you're going to go and order a pizza, I'd call it a day. But no, they're literally going to say, okay, I'm eating because if I'm going to be sitting here for 2 hours, I'm going to be hungry again, but I'll eat my pizza before the Chick-fil-A. That was a first for me. I think I took a picture of the car pulling up with the pizza. I might have to try to find that photo. That was hilarious.
We have gone to 2 places at once.
We have. Yes, we have. We came back we did a live taping of The Masked Singer up in LA. And it was a 4.5 hour shoot. And we were standing, so, and by the time we got done, it was like almost 2 a.m. And which, by the way, at 2 a.m., Jenny McCarthy and, why am I drawing a blank? What's her name? Rita Ora. I do apologize. I love Rita Ora.
They are rock stars.
They are rock stars at 2 a.m, and all their makeup and like everything like just is like all put together. Their hair is perfectly fine. We're a freaking wreck. We're like, but then again, they are sitting. They're all comfortable and shit, having their makeup like touched up. But they look beautiful. They look fabulous. Robin Thicke, always a swag guy, and then Kim Jong.
So funny.
Kim Jong, how can you? But so anyway, I digress. We came out. It was like 2 a.m. We were starving.
So we didn't eat.
We didn't eat, and she said, I said, what should we get? She said, let's get out of LA first. Let's get out of the
I hate driving LA.
And so we're getting out, and then she said, what are you urging for? I'm like, I don't know. What's like open?
She wanted a milkshake.
I wanted a milkshake. I was craving a milkshake. So we decided to go to Sonic. So we got our milkshakes, and then I got a cheeseburger and fries, and then you got something. I scarfed that cheeseburger and fries down so quickly I didn't even taste it. And we're driving back, and we're passing Del Taco. And I'm thinking in my head, man, I actually could really go for some Del Taco. And this
is when we're first starting.
Yeah, we were just dating. So. And I thought, she's going to think I'm nuts. I just ate Sonic.
We haven't even fully went to go eat it. We were on our way to the hotel.
Right. Well, my burger was fries. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. No, I'm sorry. The fries I ate, I still had the burger. And I said, she's going to think I am like, and then so anyway, so I said, maybe I kind of like sweetened the deal a little bit. And I was like, maybe like after we're done with this, would you mind if we come back to Del Taco? And she just like hit the turn thing. And she was like, oh, we're just going to go now. We're right here. So all the time that she was thinking the same thing, but she thought I was going to think that she was like kind of nuts, like to get that too. But you would have thought that we were like a couple stoners, like in California, that we just like got Sonic and Del Taco all at once. That was the first time. Like I've never mixed something like that before.
I have.
She has. Let's see. Where are we here? Let's see. Maybe says, facts. I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that they walk and the way that they talk. I'm assuming she's talking about the chicken. The pigeon? The seagull? Rita Ora? I guess I'm trying to catch up, folks. I do apologize. Yeah. Okay. Yes. The Giant Peter says London and Paris are covered with birds.
Mm.
I see. Giant Peter Show
Oh,
says
yeah.
the mac and cheese is at Toy Story Barbecue.
Oh.
Oh, that's why. Oh man, we should try that sometime. I didn't try the Toy Story Barbecue yet.
Mm.
Oh gee, okay, I gotta go. Oh, that's right. He has a recording with the one and only Tones Poppy. Oh gee, bro. I'll see you later. But we are going to continue on because that's how we do. Jesse Adventure. So not a fan of Costco hot dogs. Yeah, unfortunately, like
He's not a fan of any hot dogs.
I'm not a fan of hot dog. Like
I can eat them.
once in a while, I'll urge for like a grilled one. Like if someone's like grilling like a ballpark hot dog, sometimes I'll go for that. But yeah, I'm not big on wieners. And then everyone is bidding OG farewell. Maybe a poppy. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. Now, favorite Disney French restaurant is between the France Pavilion Restaurant and Bistro Chez Remy at Disneyland Paris. See, that's the one thing, like when they added the Ratatouille expansion at Epcot, I thought for sure we would have got Chez Remy. That would have been so cool. Is that the one, Giant Peter Show? Let me know. Is that the one where they actually bring Remy, like a little audio animatronic, out on a cart and they lift the dome up? That would be so cool.
That would be so cute.
Oh, we got Disney Diva Gem in the house. Crowd surfing on Main Street. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, I really want to, honestly. If there's enough people down there that's willing to do it, literally just lift me up, send me off. Like I'd say honestly, like start me off at the flagpole and then just take me down to Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty Castle. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I almost felt like I had to do that chasing Josh tomorrow just to get a picture because I literally chased him down Main Street.
No man.
Let's see. Giant Peter Show says, Waltz at Disneyland Paris is OG and Italiano heaven, but the food is mid. Well, Waltz at Disneyland Paris. I'm kind of lost in translation with that, Peter. I'm trying to figure what that. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. What are Abby's thoughts on FanFest?
FanFest? I had a great time at FanFest. I made sure that I wasn't Darkwing Ducked, and I did not cut. I gracefully
she gracefully pushed a stroller.
Excuse me, because I was there first. I was listening to the rules, and they said do not crowd the Yoshi area, and that stroller was crowding the Yoshi area, and they were in line to meet Princess Peach anyway. So then I pushed the stroller a little bit.
Yeah.
So I met Yoshi. But yeah, I liked it. We are gonna go back because I, of course, want to try the food. We didn't get to try any of the food.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going back before we leave for vacation. So.
Yes. Yeah, we got one more night for FanFest. We're actually going to do that on the 15th. Mm-hmm. We're doing the Walt Disney Studios tour. Yeah. Abby's first time there. Never been. We're going to do that. And while we're up there in Burbank, then we're going to go over to Universal, go to Universal FanFest for a few hours. We'll do our infamous Yuck and Yum review on the food at FanFest. Then we'll go and pick up OG because we'll be in that area. And then we'll be driving down to Anaheim for the lengthy weekend for the 70th. So, yeah. And then literally after that, we check out on the 18th. Then we're going to have a family dinner. And then 2 days later, Abby goes back to work just for those 2 days. And then we're gone for 2 weeks. But as I said, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to edit and get as much up to you guys as possible as it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't want to record and then wait till the 2 weeks is up to get it because I want you guys to get it fresh. right off the back. Now, when it comes time for the cruise,
that one might be.
That one's going to be a little bit of a delay because I'm not paying the out the ass price of what they charge for the Wi-Fi on cruise. And it's not even just Disney. It's like the Wi-Fi on all cruise ships. The internet packages is expensive. Expensive. So, and then whenever, because that's the last leg of our vacation anyway. So then by the time we come back, whatever I do film on the cruise, it's probably just going to be like certain things. It's not going to be everything on the cruise because let's face it, the cruise is like my kind of like relaxation time of everything. And so, and then you can't record like during like the Broadway shows and everything, but we'll give our like, we could do like our in-state room kind of thoughts on the Broadway show, get Abby. Everything's more so going to be focused on Abby because this is going to be her first Disney cruise. And then I will go out and record stuff at Castaway Cay, and it will be my first time at Lookout Cay. So that'll be new for the both of us. And if you guys want, I'll definitely record some of the seagulls. If I can capture it. Oh
my God, I'm gonna run away.
And like if I see someone like getting their food attacked, I'm gonna record it, and you guys can see it on the vlog.
I'm gonna run away because I've been attacked by many birds.
But all in all, FanFest, honestly,
we really enjoyed this. The Dungeons and Dragons was amazing. And I liked just being there for the Back to the Future, of course. It was nice seeing, well, because we went later towards the night, so we were able to be closer to when they would reenact scenes, so I was able to hear the actors, but I would like highly suggest that they needed mics on them, just because if you were farther away, you can't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah. And
can't wait to try the food.
Yes. And we're going to really try. She wants to try the Yoshi pasta. Yeah. And I think we can get in because with Toadstool Cafe, as long as it's like 3 or under, they can kind of get you in just as a walkthrough. And it is going to be a Thursday. And I think everyone's going to be down in Anaheim getting like prepped for Disneyland's 70th. I don't know like if how many people is going to be up at FanFest, but you know, hopefully it won't be too crowded. Maybe says, what drink do you get when you're not at a bar? So I'm assuming maybe you're still referring to like still like are you still talking about like an alcoholic beverage or just I'm gonna guess just like a regular go-to? Here's the thing. Well, I'll cover my bases for both. An alcoholic beverage, 9 out of 10 times, I'll get a margarita. I love me a good margarita, especially an Italian margarita. Yes, I'm biased. And every time I go to Castaway Cay, I always get a Bahama Mama. Always. It's been a tradition of mine since my very first cruise back in 2013, 14. Every time I'm on the hammock with my Bahama Mama.
That's the logo.
Yes. See, there's, and oh yeah, that, and again, for all of you who are just tuning in or didn't hear my beginning, as I said, being an affiliate of Magic Candle Company, if you use my promo code Citrico15 upon checkout, you get 15% off your entire order. And also too, if you message either one of us on Instagram, give us your information, we'll send you out a sticker, a keychain, and for your phone, and you'll have me holding up a drink, toasting you with the Citrico Central logo. And I'll be able to see like because I get notifications like when a purchase gets through. So once the purchase comes through, then you just, send and say, hey, I did a purchase, here's my, my info, and we'll send that stuff out to you. But maybe anyway, non-alcoholic beverage, usually like a Pepsi, Coke, or actually
He's really into like the flavored teas and lemonades now.
Yes. At Denny's, anytime we go to Denny's, I didn't even know they had a mango. Was it a mango lemonade? I didn't know that they had that. They had strawberry lemonade. I knew regular lemonade, but when they said mango lemonade, I'm like, oh, I'm there. You usually either go for like a Coke or a Pepsi.
Yes. And then for alcohol, I'm usually a shots person.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a good tequila. Throw them back.
Throw them back.
I don't like to babysit on my drinks.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too. Sometimes I do babysit my drink. Well, not a margarita. Like, if you guys
seen him on Saturday,
OG he was like astounded. Like he took like 2 sips of his beer,
and he was done with.
I was already done with my margarita.
He's like, give me another.
I was like,
oh,
yeah,
no,
yes. Now a beer, depending on, see if it's hoppy, like if the IPA is a little bit hoppy, I will babysit it a little bit. So it depends on like the beer. But yeah, I'm a margarita kind of guy. And yes, I do drink them with my shirt off. Unless we're in a public place, then I have to wear a shirt. Let's see. Giant Peter show. Let's see. I am the same George like Joey with his food. Yes, absolutely. Giant Peter show says, if you guys want me to, I can also post some pictures of my hotel in Paris for future. Yes, please do. Your hotel, anything really. The Marvel restaurant, Chez Remy, Shakira's hips, like whatever you want to post, like go for it, man. I think I know what you mean, maybe, but I'm not even gonna like try to even pronounce that. But what is it? But I'm gonna actually, if I was drunk, I probably could say that. But I do know what you mean, though. See, maybe they were making the Chick-fil-A a pizza. Hey, you never know. I mean, you could pretty much put anything on pizza. How about you guys? Are you guys big on like pineapple,
on your pizza,
anchovies? You know, we were actually just having that conversation. Abby, what did you say? You like?
I'm a kids version kind of pizza. Yeah, I like plain cheese or pepperoni.
Yeah,
or sometimes the sausage. I love sausage.
As she said that while looking over at me. See. Of course. Actually, today I just had a pizza. I had a supreme pizza at
That's why he offered me some, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Kids version.
I don't eat vegetables. She says, and it's at on pizza. Yes. From Sabaros. Yeah, very good pizza. Let's see, Jesse Adventure. I remember when Sonic first opened in Washington State. I couldn't believe how long the lines were back in 2009.
Sometimes they do get pretty long.
Yeah.
Especially since we were close to like the Anaheim Fullerton area, and it was a Saturday, so there were clubs getting out.
The longest line I stood in for food was 45 minutes for Shaq's Big Chicken place. Speaking of chicken, you know another place I absolutely love, you can get it at Disney Springs, is Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy. Oh my gosh, I love you talking about, these are some big old honkers. Like, it's not just like these like tiny little skimpy chicken. Like, these are like legit, like you only need like a 2 or 3 piece. Like it's like a
Is it like when OG ordered those mozzarella bricks?
Yes. Oh my gosh. The 3 of us went to Chili's one time, and he got the mozzarella sticks, and they said, do you want the 3-piece or the 6? He went, oh, we'll do the 6. He's thinking like these things were bricks. Like, and he only like ate 2, I think. Because they were big. Like it was. But yes, anyway, and you get a choice. They cut down on how many sauces you can get. You could purchase them, but like a lot of you have to get the Chicken Guy sauce. Wow,
so only 45 minutes is the longest you've waited? I've waited 2 hours for some donuts.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the blueberry donuts by Disneyland are fire. And
you were telling me like
M&M donuts.
We didn't even started officially dating when you told me about this.
No, my son, that was his birthday request, and we stayed in line after a Disneyland trip because the place opens at like 10 p.m. and you wait a good 2 hours for some blueberry donuts, but they fry them or they cook them right like fresh, and they come in like a pizza box, and they are so good. So
Yeah, you were saying like
M&M donuts.
yeah, I have to still try that. And then
Mhm.
Cassandra said, "You're making me hungry." Yeah, like oh, we're all talking like the
Sorry.
food here. See, I mixed Krispy Kreme and Olive Garden. That is interesting. Krispy Kreme.
Well, we get sushi and Donut Man.
That is true. But I'm trying to think, Giant Peter Show. But
Do you mix them together, or
do
just
you get
eat
like
them one at a time?
do you get like okay? Let me ask you this, Giant
What
Peter
do
Show.
you get?
What do you get? Like let's start there. Let's start there because I don't want to be judging. Like, like is it like a lasagna or like what do you get? As the Giant Peter Show, that was actually a different restaurant before Chez Remy opened. That current place where Pim's now sits. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So was it like a sweet and salty kind of thing? Because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I would put chocolate Snickers on top of my pizza.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
My ex ate chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, you are what you eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm on right now. Actually, I'm on the seafood diet. I see it, I eat it. So
But he has a bias over sushi. He does.
I
like the
do.
Sushi right now.
I'm on
so Cali.
I am like on a sushi kick right now. Makomo's.
McComies.
What I say, Makomo?
Yeah.
Makomi's. I do apologize. Makomi's, very good, very good. But my all-time favorite sushi place is
Show Sushi.
that one.
Because
Yes.
it's all you can eat.
Yes. I do love me some sushi. But I love the spicy tuna roll. I don't just get a regular tuna roll. I have to have the spicy tuna roll. And then I don't really care too much for cooked salmon. I prefer like sashimi or like the sushi style of salmon. Disney Diva Gem. Let's see. So you actually want a human cavalcade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Yes. Let's see. Giant Peter Show. The Chez Remy is literally Remy's restaurant from the end of the ride. That's cool.
Oh,
I wish.
I would like to go there.
Yeah. Well, okay. So maybe that's a good thing that they just kind of kept it in Paris. So it gives you something to look forward to. Oh, this is a Giant Peter. Okay, Walt's is a restaurant themed to Walt's house with a ton of Walt pictures and
that's
stuff.
what he meant by
Okay,
OG.
gotcha. But the food was bad. Wow. Okay, wait, hold on a second. I gotta stop.
Wait, why is it OG in Italiano?
Wait, I gotta just say, Giant Peter Show, you like hyped this up to the best thing. Like this is a restaurant themed to Walt's house with a ton of Walt pictures and memorabilia, but the food was sucked. Just a toned down Carnation Cafe in restaurant form. Okay, you guys are probably gonna get me for this, but here's the thing. I know it's Disney like classic, I'm not a fan of Carnation Cafe. I'm not. Like, I feel like it's so overly hyped. You can't get a reservation. Now, for the stroganoff,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Because they have been doing great stroganoff.
Yes. But just their regular, like, daily, like, menu, it's okay. I feel like it's overpriced. But huge shout out to Oscar, who used to be the chef over in Carnation Cafe. He still at times goes into the parks. He posts all pictures on Facebook and everything. Absolutely love and miss Oscar being there. He's now retired, but he is such a sweet guy. I got to meet him several times. He actually was hired by Walt himself. So I mean, like, that was like, he got to meet Walt and everything. So like that's awesome. Let's see, where are we? Captain Jack's is my number one favorite restaurant down at Paris. It is a Caribbean style with a dining in the ride. Okay, so it kind of has like sort of like Blue Bayou, right? I guess it would be like that, but this is like Caribbean style. I do love Caribbean style food, Caribbean, Mediterranean. I love that kind of stuff. Remy D is here. Let's see. You going to Disney Wish? No, we're actually going on the Magic. Yeah, so I'm taking Abby on the OG ship. The original, and then
we were originally going to go on the
Wish. Were going to go on the Wish, and actually the cruise we were going on, I'm for sure you guys heard of Theme Park Express. Him and his lovely fiance, now wife, Coda, was getting married on the ship on the cruise that we were originally going on, which we didn't know but I wanted her to see the magic anyway. Eventually, I'll take her on the Wish, but we did the magic because it was a 5-night, and then it also had the double with Castaway Key and Lookout Key. And again, not knowing how long those ships are going to be around, I'm for sure they'll be around for a little bit of time, especially because they'll wait till all the newer ships are out, because by the time 2031 comes, they'll have 13, possibly 14, because OLC is already looking at adding a second ship to the first one yet that's not even built yet. But we still don't know how long the ships are going to last. So we're going on the Magic, and then next April we're going to go on the Wonder. So she gets the 2 original ships. And then I'm going to take her on the newer one. She's going to be like, wow, this is crap. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, but I have cruised before. I've gone to the other 4. Like I've been on a Princess cruise. I've been on Norwegian. I've been on a Carnival. And then I've been on the Royal Caribbean.
But she's not been on a Disney cruise. Yeah. But you know what, though? I'm glad, because I'm the one that's going to take her, and I get to experience all her first time. And that's how it sweetened the pot.
I segued into trying to sweet talk him into how we started dating. So
yeah, it was, because I'm a sucker. Like if someone invites me on a Disney cruise, I will not turn it down. So yeah, that's like my top 3, like cruises, boobs, and ass. Like that's sometimes if I could get all 3, you know, I mean, just saying.
I know he teases my daughter all the time, like, what do you want for Christmas? He's like, oh, I take a size 7-day cruise, Disney cruise. And she's like, I'm a starving nursing student. She's like, I'll take a rain check when you're done nursing.
But in the meantime, she got me a nice ornament that's right, it was a toy cruise ship.
She's like, here's your
She's like, that's all I can afford right now. It was really sweet though. I still have it, but yeah, it was like a run-on joke. Then her and both her kids got me a nice that's what I should pack, this black t-shirt, because everyone who knows me, I love wearing black. Like it's just my thing. It's a black t-shirt, but they know that because she told them Jiminy Cricket is my favorite Disney character, and he's like it's as if he's sitting in like the shirt pocket. I absolutely love that shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. So they actually picked great. Actually, her daughter picked. Her son takes the credit. Yeah, yes.
On the card.
Yes.
So what did we get you?
But with the Disney Wish, I am very excited to the fact that it'll be going into dry dock after next year, because it's going to do European cruises for like 5 to 7 nights. And then it's going to go into dry dock because they're going to start fixing up some of the issues that us fans were saying, that there's like a lot of empty spots and you know, not a lot, you know, going on. So that's good. I mean, even though the Wish is like kind of brand new, but the fact that Disney is responding to that and taking care of that right away, that's awesome. Let's see. Maybe says Abby pushing a stroller energy meets George shit talking a kid yelling daddy on a roller coaster energy. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh, maybe. I tell you what, I swear.
Needed to meet Yoshi.
She needed to meet Yoshi, and that kid, I was, oh my God. Like me and Ebba, we were on Big Thunder, and this family from, I guess, England or the UK, and the whole time, Dad, it's not scary, Dad. Like, when is it going to be scary, Dad? Dad, I wanted to turn around and be like, if you say Dad one more time, like, like, oh my God.
Those are our little reminders why we would not want to have a.
Yes, no, we're done. We're done. But here's the thing, like, Ebba was like, he was trying to enjoy the ride, but he was laughing so hard because he just can feel my energy, like, and the look on my face. but I can laugh at it now. But it was like, because this is like one of my, Italiano moments. But no, in all actuality, I do love kids. So just so you guys know, like,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
used to
like.
work in the
I did. I worked
system.
in the public school system. I worked for a child development center. I worked in day camps and stuff like that. So like I'm good with kids. I'm very good with kids. So when I say that, that's just like my Italiana personality. But no, I would bitch slap them. But it's like I'm just kidding. Let's see. Vegas Disney RPG fan. Did you go to the LA County Fair? We did. Yes, that was my first time at the LA County Fair. I haven't been back to a fair since it had to be a little under 30 years that I've been to like a legit fair, and it was really cool. It was I will say though, you can definitely tell the difference between like when you go to like Disney and Universal to the fair crowds. They're two totally different things, but it was fun. It was really fun.
We tried some of the fried fair food.
Yes, really good food, but man, was it expensive, very expensive. But we ended up buying some souvenirs. We walked around, we got our picture taken and everything. We didn't do any of the rides
because it was kind of sprinkling, and
yeah,
a lot of times I get a little afraid of the rides in there.
Yeah, especially like a fair, because I mean, it's essentially they dismantle them. They have to like, and then you move it, and then it's like, and then what was really cool was that they do like a concert series, and that night we didn't get to do the concert series because it's like a separate extra upcharge, but we can get like the concert ticket next time, and then it'll pay for the fair. But this time they were Shaggy was there, which I absolutely love Shaggy.
Yeah.
But when we do it again, I want to pick a date where
we like the artist.
We like the artist, yeah.
It was fun.
Yes, it really was fun. It was a great day. Let's see, Giant Peter Show says maybe we get an OG takeover while you were on the cruise. Danny from Five Fires did a whole video for Mondo while he was in Disney World. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I think like while I'm gone, OG, Ebba, and then we'll be covering. Watch, I say it to them all the time. Watch, I'll be on the cruise and it'll be breaking news where Pandora's going at DCA. Watch, and then I'll come off, and then like it'd be like, oh shit, like of course it is. I was on the cruise.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, we got Mr. Webba. FanFest was fucking awesome. It really was. I did love FanFest. Oh, we got Starship 824. Hey, guys. Hey, welcome in, Starship. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well for you. But glad you're here, Mr. Webba. And I didn't even have to get Express to do everything. Yeah, right? Here's the thing. And we didn't know that because we did get Express.
Just because we didn't know how, like, if they were going to be like Disney and oversell tickets, or like how sometimes Universal oversells their HHN tickets too. So we weren't sure how it was going to be. So we automatically off the bat bought the Express Pass, but we really did.
Yeah, we really didn't. Now, here's the thing: as time goes on, where FanFest gets more popular,
it might.
We may need it,
because I know, like the first times I went to HHN before it got really popular, you can do everything without the Express.
Yes, absolutely. And Remy D says, please record if there are still flies at Lookout Key. Yeah, actually, my mom, Remy D, asked the same thing. She said, is that the island with all the flies? And I said, yes. And actually, I will definitely let you guys know, because I know that was an issue in the very beginning. I know that they were working some stuff out. So hopefully they worked out the kinks.
I know.
But I will say, if there are,
you'll hear it.
You'll hear it, because I'm not touching that food. And a lot of people say, oh, yeah, just wipe it. Like, do you know what flies land on?
Exactly.
And they regurgitate the last thing that they eat. Do you know what they eat?
Yuck.
Yuck. No. I will eat on the ship, thank you. But I will still enjoy the island. But Castaway Key, I will definitely eat at. I do love the barbecue there. Let's see. Starship. Looks like they're doing previews of all the 70th entertainment tonight. Yes, a lot of a lot of the festivities are doing like the early previews for media. Hopefully, crossing fingers, someday, one day, the Italiano will be there. And you guys can all help me do that. So help me reach my ultimate goal of, getting enough views and everything where Disney can, maybe take a look and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I am that different kind of like Disney vlogger. I'm not the typical, but I mean, I could still cover everything for Disney if however they want it. I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. And maybe says, period, Abby. Let's see. Giant Peter show. I downed a glass of champagne on top of the Eiffel Tower. Oh, nice. I think that'd be kind of cool, like to have like a champagne or something like at the top of the Eiffel Tower. For all of you who have watched Mammoth Club, they actually, I think, were in Paris recently.
Yeah, she did that cute little.
Yeah, she did the because she was at Paris in Epcot, and then Paris in Epic Universe, and then the real Paris of how she did. That was really cool. The cool part of Chez Remy is that the ride has 2 exits. One goes directly to the restaurant, and the other goes besides the restaurant back into the park. That's cool. I had chicken guy in Caesars at Vegas on Christmas Eve. It was delicious. Yeah, I love chicken guy. Let's see. There's a chicken guy at LAX from Vegas Disney. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Giant Peter show. I had some Krispy Kreme and then I ate Olive Garden afterwards. Oh, okay, so you did the sweet and then savory. Okay. Nice. And Jesse Adventure says, I live less than 20 minutes from my state fair and I'm going to 4 concerts in September. Ooh. The caramel apples at the fair cost more than the ones at Disneyland. Yeah, that fair food, man, is like super expensive.
So like I think this year they've tried to do like a value menu. So like there are a lot of the booths that have like something that's going to be like $10, but it's like I bought one of them. It's like a little thing of fries and one little slider and a little drink for $10. And I was like, this is a little kid's meal for $10.
Yeah, it was like, and then like
everything else. Yeah.
No. Yeah. But it's it's crazy like how things are like so super expensive nowadays. And as I said, we're going to see like even what the prices are going to be at Disneyland with all the new merch and the food items and everything. We're going to be there for it. I'm curious to see, there are some certain things like I definitely want Harold the Yeti popcorn bucket. I may get him. I don't know about that Mickey one. The head looks too big.
The head on that one.
And it's like I get it. It moves, it blinks, but here's the thing. That thing's kind of creepy. Yeah. Like it fits Chucky, like the Chucky popcorn, like at Universal.
Chucky gives me nightmares.
But it's like when you see Mickey doing it, it's like
no.
That's kind of creepy. Jesse Adventure. Yeah, they did the $10 deal weekday. Okay. And Vegas Disney RPG fan. You're the Wario to Mario for Disney, more edgy. Yeah, I like that. I like that, Vegas Disney. I'm the Wario to Mario for Disney. More. I like that. Oh, I might have to get a shirt.
Yep.
I'm getting a shirt. All credit goes to Vegas Disney RPG fan. That is awesome. See, Jesse Adventure, I kind of want the Mickey. Well, here's the thing, Jesse. A lot of people do. Yeah. A lot of people do. I just think like if they would have just made the head portion with the body or vice versa. And I think they said he makes sound. So I hope he does talk. Because I think if his head just moves and he blinks, that's kind of little like it's like downright like that possessive doll kind of thing. Like
at least have him talk.
Yes. Well, folks, it is almost hitting that 2-hour mark. That is phenomenal. You guys were awesome today. Awesome conversation. Abby, I'm so glad you were able to actually join on the conversation. Again, I appreciate every single one of you. It means a lot to me because as I get more watch hours on the lives and on the videos, I'll be able to monetize the channel one step further to reaching my ultimate goal. And Yeah, so I want to just thank every single one of you for sticking around, having the conversation. Again, please keep an eye out on your notifications. If you're not subscribed to Citrico Central, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I am going to try to go live in the park on the 70th. It's going to be crazy. Hopefully,
We'll
because everyone's going to be on their Wi-Fi and everything. So I'm going to really try. If it doesn't work out, I sincerely apologize. But if it does work, I'm going to take you guys on the crazy ride with us, because it is going to be a crazy weekend. And, but again, yeah, I appreciate every single one of you. Really quick here, Jesse Adventure. I'm a wishful thinking. I have no current plans going to Disneyland anytime soon. Jesse, you will get there. You definitely will get there. But as I said, I know this probably doesn't help, but as I said, if you want to have a little bit of that magic, please go on magiccandlecompany.com. And, where am I here? No, I'm on the wrong thing there. Please go on to magiccandlecompany.com. Use my promo code Citrico15 upon checkout. Get 15% off your order. And as I said, I'll send you out a sticker, a keychain. I don't even know what you even call these for your phone tag. A little phone tag. And just let me know that you placed an order. And as I said, you can bring Disney to you. I know it's not the same thing, but until you get there, hopefully you'll get there soon, Jesse. And then we have Disney Diva Gem. Glad I caught the chat. Absolutely, Disney Diva. Thank you for joining. Anytime that you can join in, please come in. This will be, as I said, the last live that I do, actually, like in studio, aka my house. That I'll be doing. Hopefully I can get another live or two in. But if not, I will see you guys all in the comments, like with the videos. I'm going to get all the videos out to you as I possibly can for the 70th for our big trip. And as I said, I appreciate every single one of you. Remy D, let's see, have fun at Epic Universe and your Disney Magic Cruise. Thank you so much. And Jesse, I'll probably have to do it next payday. Oh, absolutely, Jesse. Yeah, whenever you do, there's no obligation, no rush. I'm just throwing it out there for you, brother. If you want to have a little bit of Disney in your house with Magic Candle Company, and then for you also to get the 15% off as well. And as I said, you'll be getting some Citrico Central little mini merch things as well. But yeah, I want to thank everyone: Jesse Adventure, Remy D, Disney Diva Gem, Vegas Disney RPG fan, and thank you again. I am definitely the Wario to Mario for Disney, more edgy. That I'm telling you right now, that's going on a shirt. You will see it. So thank you so much. Giant Peter Show, as always. Maybe in the house. Yes. Glad to have you back, maybe. Starship 824, Mr. Webba. We have, I'm gonna have everyone, Cassandra. As I said, as it grows, I may not be able to do this all the time, but until then, I will give you all a shout out. My boy, Orange Grove 55. Of course, my lovely Abby, who was in the chat and then is here in person.
Yeah, I was driving.
Let's see, is there anybody else? Mr. Tech Bear.
Not texting and driving.
All the way from the UK, Matthew Murr.
Thank you.
And I think
I was commenting and driving.
Yes. Tommy Toon World.
Oh, theme park conductor.
Mr. Theme Park Conductor. Kevin Davis. It was a great conversation. And that is it, folks. And yes, we are going to call it here. As I said, please like, subscribe, comment. It does help out. Hit that notification bell. And as I said, I appreciate every single one of you.
Oh, yeah. Also look out for our Instagram, the Citrico Central Instagram. We do post when videos are going to come out. And we try to announce when these lives happen
kind of ahead of time, because we like to give you guys enough notice so that way you are able to join. So definitely. And again, yes, thank you all so much for joining the Citrico Central Live. Until the next time, hopefully I'll see you guys at Disneyland Park and Epic Universe. I'm going to do my best. If not, I will see you guys all back here for another live when I return. But please definitely keep out for all the vlogs that will be coming your way. I'm going to get them out to you as quickly as humanly possible as I can. And this is Abby. I'm the Disney Italiano. And as I always say in Disney Italiano fashion, stay safe, stay healthy, stay Disney. Italiano out.